Beautiful day. Isn't it lovely outside? What are you doing this weekend? Got any plans? What's your favorite food? And by the way, how are you feeling? In this video, I'm going to show you how to stop being awkward and master the art of small talk. I will talk about small talk being the means to connection and also provide some questions so that you are well equipped to understand what those questions are when somebody asks you to talk to them. Now, before we begin, check out the questions and answers in the description below so you got a manual when you are ready to do your small talk. So let's get started. Did you know that 90% of small talk has to do with weather, family, life, relationships, food, and weekend activities? I mean, think about it. When you are at work or you're talking to anybody on the street, what is the first thing that somebody says? How are you? How's it going? How's your day going? How's the weather? Looking kind of cloudy. Is it sunny enough for you? Are you feeling okay today? And sometimes when that happens, you freeze. You don't know what to say. Well, in this video, don't you worry because I got you covered. I've compiled some of the top questions in each category when it comes to small talk. So let's get started. In work, these are the common ones. How are you doing? How's work going? Busy weekend ahead? Do you got any plans? What about your family? Are you going golfing? Any other plans for this weekend? I mean, there's numerous ways that people ask you, what are you going to do, particularly this weekend or after work, or how's it going? There's so many ways. And the key thing is that it's really centered around those few questions that I have outlined. When you're traveling, in this category, this is interesting. I often get, what's your favorite country you've been to? Where are you going next? Where would you say is your favorite location? If you can go anywhere, where would that be? Hey, I'm thinking about traveling this weekend. Where do you think I should go? These are so common and you're going to hear them all the time, especially if you pay attention. Now, food one. This is a good one. What's your favorite restaurant? Got any restaurants you like? I'm thinking of going to this restaurant after work. What do you think? What kind of food do you like? This is a big one. What kind of food do you like? It's another way of saying, hey, I'm thinking of getting to know you a little better. So which restaurant do you recommend? And we can kind of hang out and chit chat. Chit chat is another way of saying small talk, FYI. Next, life. How have you been lately? Are you okay? How's your family doing? How's your daughter? What school's your daughter in? What kind of activities does she or he like? So these are like life questions to family. Where do they live? Do you have any siblings? How are your kids? Do you have any family traditions that you follow? What are you planning on doing in the holidays? Are you traveling anywhere as a family? What places do you like to go as a family? What kind of activities do you like to do? What shows do you watch when you get home? And sometimes it's so overwhelming because you're wondering, like, why do I need to answer these questions, especially if I'm just here to do my job? I know I used to be annoyed when I was at work and people would ask me questions because I'm wondering, like, I don't really know you and you don't seem to be so friendly, so why are you asking me these questions? Are you going to use it against me? But people are awkward and so are you, and they're just trying to engage, so give them the benefit of doubt. Let's continue. Relationships. This one is a tough one. How did you and your partner meet? Are you married? And especially when they ask, how old are you? Do you have any kids? Do you and your partner like to travel together? Any fun plans with your significant other coming up? How long have you and your partner been together? Where did you guys meet? And the list goes on and on and on. And sometimes you feel like you're being interrogated. It's so uncomfortable, especially if you have those moments of silence. But here's the thing, guys. There's no way around it. You're gonna have to answer these questions. And again, in the description, I've provided the simple answers that are friendly enough. You know, the simple responses, they're friendly. And depending on how much you want to engage, they're good enough answers that will get the other person satisfied and maybe not asking so many more questions after that. Just a reminder, if you wanted to learn more about communications or business English skills and conversations, there's two playlists I have. Is Communications with Alice, and there's one Learning Business English with Alice. So make sure to check them out. I'm going to share them in the video so you'll be able to check them out. So business English and communication. So in the next video, I'm going to go and continue this conversation around small talk. I'll talk about the real reason why small talk feels hard and how to overcome it. Guys, don't you worry because we are in this together. Even if you're an extrovert or introvert, especially me, I'm extroverted, I still have to remind myself, like, those questions people are going to ask, and remind myself to engage in those conversations even if I don't want to. So don't you worry. And like always, do the best that you can every day. And thank you so much for being awesome. And I would appreciate that like or comment, especially if you found those questions and answers valuable. I'd love to hear from you. So thanks again.